What's going on, fam? Oh, shoot. Here we go, that's better. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, I'm answering all of your questions. All right, guys, so today is an Instagram Q&A. If you guys are interested in staying tuned and asking any questions, my Instagram is @noah.cavanaugh. It will be linked somewhere around here on the bottom. So very, very excited for that. Let's hop into it. First question from Connor.Osprey. You recommend college soccer for us for a Scottish player who recently left academy level. Now, this is a great question. It's also a complicated one because it depends on your situation, both as what level you are, what financial situation you're in, and whether you're willing to travel, visa, all that stuff. I would recommend the college route for somebody who is interested in getting an education along with their football career. So if you're somebody who it's very important to get into the US system, the college system actually can be a good opportunity, especially if you can get scholarships and stuff. Oftentimes, you'll have more international spots depending on your level as a footballer. You'll have more international spots at an NAIA school or what's called a JUCO, a junior college, and then you can get into NCAA Division I or Division II. A lot of Australian friends of mine who were that age, 18, 19, 20 years old, often go JUCO for a year and then they jump into a Division I or Division II school. So that's kind of how those guys do it. Again, it depends on your financial situation. If you can pay to go to a Division I school right out of the bat, then you might want to do something like that. But I always recommend looking into financial aid options just because American colleges often do a pretty good job at giving financial aid. So that's something to think about as well. But if you're just saying, should I go US college system? Should I not go US college system? I think it can be a great option for a lot of people. And I think if you were to do your research and look into what your priorities are, if your priority is just to play football, maybe there are other countries that would be better to go to and just play football at, simply because getting into the professional system in America isn't as good if you're a foreigner quite yet. There aren't enough professional teams here in the US to justify coming over here just for professional soccer. But if you are somebody who's interested in getting your education, whether it's a 2-year degree or a 4-year degree or whatever, I think it's a great option. And I think there are tons of schools here in the US that would love to have Scottish Academy players as well. All right, question number 2 is from Ben.Medrek. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. Favorite stud pattern on a pair of football boots? There are 2/3 different ones that are my absolute favorites, and I'm just gonna go with FG simply because FG is kind of the most common for a lot of people. So the first one is Hypervenom Phantom 3. You guys know I absolutely love that boot. That's my favorite boot of all time. It's got, on the medial side, so the inside of your foot, it's got conical studs, and on the outside, it's got bladed and chevron studs, which are these ones. So it's got a combination of both. You get good grip on the ball and on the surface that you're playing on, plus pivot power, absolutely excellent. The second one is any of the FG current speed, portal speed, flow models with the Carbitex insert. That gives so much good aggression, but also enough to pivot and to do different things with. So those are my 2 top sole plates. Those are my 2 favorite stud patterns right now. All right, next question is from Christ_Rappy. I have pretty wide feet. Would you recommend Tiempo Legend 9? Yes, it is a brilliant football boot for a plush leather feel for wide-footed players. Definitely would recommend. Next question is from Quinn TONC19, one of my teammates. Top 3 colognes. Top 3 colognes right now are Tom Ford Noir, Tom Ford Costa Azura, and Dior Homme Intense. Those are my 3. Check them out. All right, next one is from _.alcaldi. Apologies if I pronounced that incorrectly. Speed Portal or Speedflow? That is going to be in the 1-month Speed Portal review. I will go over all of that stuff once I get a better opportunity to test the Speed Portal. But right now, honestly, I really enjoy both. I think they're both fantastic laceless football boots. And I love them, at least that's for the Plus model. I can answer the question right now for the 0.1 variation, the laced variation, Speed Portal 100%, or sorry, Speed Flow 100%. Speed Portal, I just released the video of today, right now, as of the Thursday, August 25th. And yeah, just Speed Portal 0.1s, not so good. Speed Flow 0.1s, amazing. All right, next question is from R_Hendon_2. Where can I get merch? That stuff is coming out very, very soon. So stay tuned for the merch. And yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys want for merch. Do you want shirts? Do you want shorts? Do you want coats? What do you want? All right, guys, next question is from Will's Boot Room. Has Whoop data affected your daily routine training? This video right here, at the end of this video, watch the whole thing through, but at the end, I answer this question. All right, next question is from Hayden.Thomas05. Hayden.Thomas05 says, is being a fullback fun or tough? It is the best position in the entire world, bar none. That's my opinion. Fight me. All right, next question is from Evan_Jung, apologies. How to get bigger, stronger, faster as a short high schooler? I would say you may not get a lot bigger unless you start doing a growth spurt, but I will say you can definitely get stronger, and I would focus on explosive and plyometric stuff in the gym. Talk to a personal trainer, talk to a professional trainer. They'll be able to answer that question better for you, but that is, and also getting the correct food. Food is super, super important, so make sure your nutrition is on point as well. Nutrition combined with the gym is gonna be a fantastic combination to get bigger and stronger. All right, from the same individual, Evan_Jung, again, apologies for the pronunciation. Should I go to a D1 school even though they don't have any majors I'm interested in? If your priority is school, don't go. If your priority is soccer, then maybe you explore and find that one of the things you're not technically interested in now are one of the things that you're gonna be interested in. For me, I went to a school thinking I was gonna do 100% biology, chemistry, pre-med, blah, blah, blah. I got in, tried a bunch of stuff, and ended up with sports psychology, and I absolutely loved it. And I 100% stand by the fact that college should be for trying stuff out. That's the whole point of it. So again, priorities, check your priority list, and if your priority is school, then go somewhere else. And if it's not school, then maybe consider going, trying some stuff out, seeing if you like it, and then if you hate it, worst case scenario is you transfer. All right, so next question is from I'm gonna totally butcher this. Check it out down here. Sorry if you can't see me. Here we go. Let's go this way. Hey, awesome, in the stadium. Okay, so Sumya Gosal, I'm really apologies if I mispronounce that. Does meniscal cysts require surgery? Will you go to surgery or rehab? Consult a doctor. Okay, next question is from Adliav Dul Nasir. Wow, did I just totally butcher that? Yeah, probably. Okay, my apologies again, my pronunciation, trying to rattle this off. 3 best boot of all time. So my top 3 boots of all time. Adizero 4, either leather or synthetic remake. Hypervenom Phantom 3, Tiempo Legend 4 Elite. All right, next question. Brian Mays. Do you know any players who went pro in their late 20s, early 30s? Check out the Jamie Vardy story at Leicester City. That is a fantastic, fantastic story. Didn't go fully Premier League pro until he was like 27 or 28, won the Prem, is now a baller, plays for England, all that stuff. So his story is a great one. Do I personally know any guys who have done that? Not really, because the majority of the guys that I know are sort of, I know a couple first division dudes across the world, but I mostly know like second division, sometimes even third division pros. So that's just a difference in whether they went and spent a lot of time training and stuff. And oftentimes the reason why professional soccer is such a hard gig, especially in the United States, is because they don't pay very much, and this is across the world. So when they don't pay very much for lower league pros, oftentimes guys get really discouraged and stop chasing and go get like traditional jobs and go do stuff that they studied in college. And so oftentimes they burn out before they're 26, 27, and 28, so older. But it's definitely not impossible. If Jamie Vardy can do it on, what was his diet, like Red Bull and cigarettes, then bloody hell, like you totally can. All right, next question from Subhap Radeep. My apologies again for the pronunciation. I feel like this is an ongoing message. Again, apologies if I get anyone's name wrong. Does you and your team lack competitiveness? Absolutely not. Come to a training session or a game with us and you'd understand. Next question from Fernando97 Cardenas. Should I order the F50 leather a little tight since the leather will stretch, or does it not stretch? It does stretch. That being said, I went true to size and it fits my foot perfectly. So if you're in the mood for something that's mega tight and you want it to stretch just a tiny bit, then sure, go half a size down or whatever, but I would recommend going to true to size. Always get the boot size that fits the length of your foot first, and then you figure out whether or not the width is actually correct or not, okay? That kind of goes for most boots, but especially with leather boots that stretch and stuff. All right, next question comes from Torres_Chang17. Favorite club? Barcelona. Always and forever. All right, next question comes from Ricardo_RUZ_W. Best game you've ever played. I'm gonna set you guys down for this one. So, best game I've ever played. One comes to mind in college, and then one comes to mind in Australia against Perth Glory, scored the winner, captained the squad, played like 4 different positions. It was a fantastic game. That game analysis is actually up on my channel. So if you want to go check that out, definitely hit me up. I think for me, maybe not as like an objective performance, you watch my play. Yeah, it was good. It wasn't amazing in that game, but it was just the atmosphere, the intensity, my leadership, the goal that I scored, everything kind of culminated in like this overwhelming feeling of success. And to me, that creates the passion that you want in football, right? So that's my best game. I scored twice in a college game in New Jersey about 5 years ago now, my senior year, and a rocket from like 30 meters out, and then I scored a free kick. So we'll try to get the footage in here if I remember, but yeah, that was a sick game as well. Okay, next question comes from Logan Schmidt. You know who you are, one of my good friends from college, L.E. Schmidt. Favorite solo wall drills. Oftentimes for me, wall drills are all about adding cones behind you or something behind you, a pass against the wall, 180-degree turn or some sort of turn, and explode into a dribbling stuff. Those are my favorite wall drills to do. So 7MLC training also has a bunch on his channel that I've done a lot. Those are awesome. I've also done wall technical sessions on my channel, so go check both of those out. All of those drills are fantastic, so that's what I'd recommend for you. All right, next question comes from IFOIVOS. IFOIVOS? Yeah? Should youngsters join big teams and get no play time or go to lower leagues to progress? This is a very complicated question, so I do want to spend more time on this in a future video. I would recommend playing time pretty much always, unless there's a chance that you'll get first team minutes pretty soon. I know that's really complicated, but I always say get game minutes, because game minutes are what gets you highlight reels are what gets you loan deals or deals at other clubs. Does that make sense? Hopefully that helps. I will be answering this in a future video though, so stay tuned. All right, next one comes from Michael Lewis Cunningham, also known as 7MLC, 7MLC.com. Favorite position, question mark, parentheses, on the pitch? Thanks, Michael, appreciate you. Left back, always and forever, or wing back, but left side. Ben Watson_6, another one of my bloody teammates, says, how do I play soccer? Ben, if you don't know by now, book a session one-on-one with me on my website, www.noahcavanaugh.com. All right, next question, again from Connor_Osprey. How are you enjoying training with and games with the new team? I absolutely love it. You guys see this facility is incredible. Yeah, I really enjoy it here. The guys are great, and training staff and coaching staff is awesome. Facilities are top class, so yeah, nothing but positive vibes. Next question from Andrew Palmer 5. Fave boot for you this year? The best drop has been first, both the leather and the synthetic versions of the F50 Adi 04 remake. The second place has been Puma Ultra Ultimate. I really like those boots, even though they don't fit me very well. And the third one, that's a really good one. I'm hoping that I say the Phantom Ultra thing that's coming out soon. I hope that's my number one. But right now, the F54 remakes are incredible. All right, next question from Micah Ramos 07. Must buys as a soccer player. Great question. For me, the essentials, and again, we're not talking boots or a football. Everything will be linked down in the description, so go check those out. And 1, mini cones. 2, a foam roller or some sort of myofascial release. You don't need anything fancy, just a foam roller is great. And if I were to go more expensive, I'd say a good pair of headphones you can get sweaty in, a massage gun, and a spiky ball for your feet, and a set of bands. Those are like my essentials. Those things are like absolutely necessary. So yeah, go check them out. I'll have my favorites in the description below, but if you know of a brand that you prefer, that's great too. All right, the last few questions we're gonna do right in front of this beautiful Flower City sign that's sort of wonky. Okay, so Mike Ramos also asks, what do you do for mental training? Now, the app that's coming out very soon will be, gonna be a whole mental training section, so you'll be able to stay tuned for that app. And once you guys have memberships to the app and stuff and you're able to use the app, that's when you'll see all of the mental side or a lot of the mental side. I've actually partnered with my mental performance coach, who's a PhD in sports psychology and mental performance training, and he is providing all of the content for the app from the mental performance side. So you'll get the same information that I'm getting, and you'll be able to apply that to your own game. So I won't share a ton of right now, but a lot of it comes down to awareness and belief in abilities. All right, next question, also from Micah Ramos. How to do well in a tryout? Believe in yourself, prepare, always preparation. And that means gym, training, mobility. Ideally, you're getting game minutes before a trial, all that stuff. And then have a really good attitude on the field. Coaches never want to see poor attitudes. They don't want to see moaning and, what's a word I can use? Yelling at your teammates negatively. Stay positive, stay constructive, communicate tactically, and just be your best and lean into the things that you do the best. Next one from Shafi Hanafi. Apologies again for the pronunciation. Pre-match routine. So I come into the facility at a home game and I do some just like getting ready, put my headphones in, so good music, my pre-match meal, which is also important. Usually it's like chicken, pasta, rice, something like that. Good carbs, good protein. And then I'm in a room by myself doing mental performance training and mental performance preparation. And then I'm doing my exercise routine with the activation of my hips and hamstrings and glutes and all that stuff. Then I go into often film in this room. You can see the TV. So we do film stuff, so preparation from a tactical standpoint. Then we get warmed up on the field, and then it's game time. All right, next one, ultimate goal, MLS, Europe, question mark. That's from LLEZLAD. Leslad. So thank you for the question. Ultimate goal, one of my big picture dreams is to play for the Seattle Sounders. That's my home club. That would be in front of my home family and all of my friends who are back home. That would be incredible. That being said, I would love to play in a top division in Europe or in Australasia area, Southeast Asia, or Korea or something. That would be incredible. Very much looking forward to that as well. So that's like big major picture stuff that I'm working towards every day. From O_Skrilla14, what's the feeling, football boot? And last question, ONF.Adrian, thank you. Most overrated boot. Halt's Boots would say Hypervenom Phantom 1, I say Speed Portal 0.1. Totally overrated, really uncomfortable, really stiff, gross. I don't like it. For me, most overrated boot of 2022. All right, fam, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for joining me for this Instagram Q&A. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, go do that. I do Instagram Q&As probably once every other week, once every 10 days or so, at noah.cavanaugh on Instagram. You can find me there, send me DMs, we can have a short conversation and get your questions answered in private as well if it's something that's a little more on the private side. No issues there. If you like this kind of content and you want the extra third video a week with Instagram Q&As, we can start doing that more often. That's no problem. Hit that like button if you like this type of content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, be awesome. Take care. I'll see you guys in the next video.